Hey everyone, this is Spennynub here, and I am just using this opportunity to start up my MapleStory Let's Play. And this isn't going to be anything super crazy. I'm not going to make this a super long Let's Play or anything. It's basically just going to be a way for me to reintroduce myself to the game, because I haven't played this in a long time. Since then I've jumped back in. I've noticed that things are a lot faster to level up and stuff like that. At one point I jumped back in and played a Fire Poison Mage up to a level 114. So I have kind of come back since I initially quit. But I really, when I was doing that, I was literally just training on my own, not really doing much. I don't know any of the new mechanics. I haven't explored any of the new classes and given any of them any thought, really. So this is going to be kind of my opportunity to kind of re-explore everything, discover some new classes, and as I start building and getting more experience within it, getting to the point where I actually start learning what the heck a cubing is and these link skills that apparently are a thing now, and that because I have absolutely no clue what any of it has to do with anything. So so here I'm starting a new character. I want to kind of take this opportunity to explore one of the newer characters and level them up, and there's this new burning opportunity that apparently levels you up 3 times for every 1 level, so that will definitely help with building this character up fast to start off. I'm not going to play as Pink Bean. That's the new current event right now apparently in the game, but it disappears once the event ends, so I want to kind of have something I can keep together. Explorers are the class I'm the most comfortable with. I've played them the most. I have played a few like Fire Poison Mages over my days. I have played warriors of various types. I even have tried pirates when they first came out, mostly in the first days, early days of when those came out. But I don't think I'm going to do an explorer for this time. I would in the future like to create a Dark Knight, so that would probably be my next, I guess, character after this one I'm going to create. But as we go through here, I've been kind of mulling it over a bit. I don't want to spend the time to think over stuff, but I was considering maybe making a Demon Avenger. I've heard good things, particularly that they're really kind of unique in that you mostly just pump HP into them rather than any other stats, which is something that's not really something that I'm used to, other than back in the day when people used to do their like HP warriors that were mostly just a joke class, like a perma beginner or whatever, so, or even an island beginner. Xenon is one that I definitely want to try out. I've heard really cool things about both how strong they are, how they're decent at bossing, and also that their mobility is really good, and that's something that I really want in a new character, is something that is fast. I'm impatient. I want to see stuff happen fast. I've tried an Illuminous briefly. Shade would be an interesting one to play, but I'm really leaning towards Xenon the more we talk here. Zeros obviously would be nice, but they're always never available. So yeah, let's try Xenon. And hey, I guess if things don't work out, then can always try a new one. Leveling is apparently easy now. And naming a character is something that I am awful at, so I don't know what I'm even going to name this, but we'll see. I guess I can always change the name. The name change event on October 15th is coming up, and that will be an opportunity to check that out. Apparently Spennynub is in use already, which is interesting. xSpennynub, cause Xenon, get it? Ha 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 ha. Yeah, no, that's terrible, but hey, it's a name that's available. Alright, so guess I gotta test things out. Oh, lag. That wasn't too bad. Kind of cool sword that he gets to use. This is very dramatic, this intro storyline, with the resistance coming in and Xenon being kidnapped as a kid and all these tests run on him. Pulls at your heartstrings, eh? Alright, here we go with the... We're starting the escape now. It's gonna be pretty straightforward, I think. Wonder who's this? Assuming another Blackwing person.
Do you want to continue this fight?
No, Rudy! These are really cool anime kind of intros now. Barrel won't succeed this time. Alright, so I'm starting off right away here, level 10. So that's kind of different than in the past with all the explorers that you know you start at level 1, you go through Maple Island and all that. I guess I should check some of my skills. So I do have a level 11 Blessing of Fairy because, like I said before, I do have a level 114 Fire Poison Archmage. Supply surplus. This is also confusing compared to the past. Okay, so multilateral. So I'm guessing then that instead of focusing on one stat, Xenon's focus on strength, dex, and luck. So if I can get to 20 in all of them, I'll get +3 total damage, which is kind of cool. Okay, so this link skill, once they level up, will get even better. I don't know how link skills really work, so I'll have to definitely look into that. If any of you guys want to talk to me about it, feel free to post below. But now I can start working on some of these new things. Alright, so multilateral 2's already maxed there. I took the time to quickly look up a stat guide for Xenons on a Yumi Love, which is, I take it through looking through Reddit and stuff, is a fairly popular Maple website these days for finding skill builds and stuff like that. And it recommends to put 1 point into Beam Spline, 1 point into Circuit Surge, and then start maxing Propulsion Burst. So Beam Spline, lashes out with a Whip Blade twice, so kind of like a Magic Claw for wizards, I guess, back in the day. Circuit Surge, increased power output. So I wonder how you build energy with this. Sorry, I'm going to sound like a complete noob for a while here, while I kind of get back into the swing of things. So get my key settings to start going. Typically, in the early stages of stuff, I tend to put my second base attack skill on space, use my main regular attack on A. I kind of change this up as I go. Any sort of jumping skill, back in the day I would put on, you know, teleport, stuff like that, I would put on control. So I'll try that here for now. It's probably gonna have to change. And I use the kind of insert home, page up, page down, delete, end, to try to do some of the more buff kind of based skills. So I'll try that with that. Okay, can jump around, use that attack with that. Okay, this is super interesting. So it kind of assigns them based on this. try that. See how that goes. Guess I should try to assign the points fairly evenly, but hey, gotta start somewhere. Alright, so I have a quest now to go start doing some killing. Oh, so I guess I don't even need to put that propulsion burst on something. I can just instantly use jump. Alright, so I now have an opportunity to do this. I can jump and use propulsion burst as I do this. This is going to be a cool opportunity to start getting back into the training, I guess. You know, I haven't really gone to play. This is going to be really fast leveling, I'm assuming, with this whole burn system. That's where they kind of disappear. Good range on this attack for being so early on. Kind of funny how easily you kind of get back into the swing of things. Kind of weird to say, but I think I almost missed this game a bit. The range of this regular attack's not very good, so it's definitely all about the skills right now. Oh, Jesus. Well, I guess that solved the question of whether or not you level up 3 times per level. Kind of a cool opportunity to get back into things and go through this fast, but in a way it's almost kind of bad that I'm going through really fast because I need to kind of get back in the swing of things. But hey, maybe that just gives me an excuse to start learning some of the newer mechanics, especially like I said with apparently, you know, having a few billion mesas these days is actually considered normal, and back in the day, you know, having a few million, you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm rolling in money. Oh, Jesus. This fast leveling up is crazy. RA level 16. Level 100 in no time. So I just maxed propulsion burst. So that's something new. I heard next that it's best to focus on radial nerve, which enhances the cyber nerve clusters in the lumbar vertebrae to enhance all movement. Okay, so basically just move faster. I wonder if this is passive or active. I can max it right away with all that fast leveling, so guessing that it's, oh yeah, that's passive. Cool. Like I said, I wanted to play a character that's a lot faster than previous ones, and now that I have maximum propulsion burst, level 16, already moving like what, even like something like a hermit or that back in the day wouldn't even be able to do with their haste and stuff, and shadow jump or whatever it was called. Alright, so I just completed that new quest. Brought me up another 3 levels, so things are moving really, really fast. I've been told Circuit Surge is next to best to mechs, so start putting points into that, which will increase, I guess, my overall weapon attack, which can't argue with that. This is really interesting how having like options like this to level 3 times as fast would never have been offered in the past, you know, when it would take at least usually a day or 2 to get to level 30. You know, level 70 was out of reach for so many people. Like, I didn't even get a level 70 until a few years into playing. I was playing Maple because I would always play around, choose different characters. I would never commit to one, and I definitely use Maple a lot of the times as a social game, since I had met people, you know, through it, and when I was playing on Bara, I had lots of active guilds and people to talk to and a full buddy list, and I just used the opportunity to just kind of like talk to people. It was kind of a cool opportunity and just train casually, but now it seems like the game is a lot more focused on the training aspect, which is, you know, a completely different experience. So one thing I totally didn't realize till now is like there's a bunch of new options here. So I just noticed on the side right here that there's the energy gauge that, you know, I've been using that circuit surge skill, and that's what that's using for. I have no clue what star planet is that I apparently get reward points for. I see the star planet thing at the bottom, so I'll maybe dedicate a video to that another time as another part of the Let's Play. You know, this is pretty much me wading my way back in, and I have seen these things before with all of these quest notifiers, but it's kind of crazy how many options there are here. I do remember Tots. So Tot will give me different gifts as I level up. Gifts. Yeah, apparently I don't know English anymore. But this is something that I'll definitely take the time to look through right now before I start moving forward and kind of reacquaint myself with the game. Alright, so I am in the cash shop right now, and I thought I'd just use this opportunity to quickly check things out, and things definitely look a lot different. And I think the main reason I wanted to take a look in here quickly is because I used to spend a lot of money in this damn thing. You don't even realize, when I was in high school I spent a lot of money on NX, so this is kind of one of those things that I'm hoping to avoid this time around. I don't want to spend a bunch of money that I don't need to spend on stupid, useless crap. Though, looking through, I'm just going to take a quick look through this to see what kind of stuff they are offering these days. So it's kind of cool they're still offering packages for like pets and that, though I don't know if I'd want to spend that. I used to spend a lot of money on Gatch, but I don't think that that's something that I'm going to bother too much with this time. Cool, so there's remote Gachapon now. I guess you can use it wherever you want. This is tempting. Looking at this stuff again. I'm assuming this is probably useless. 6 million or more mesos for 3,000 NX. Chance up to 750 mil. Probably not worth the money. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to stop here for a bit. Like all these cubes, I've heard a lot about cubes. I'm gonna have to probably dedicate an entire video to my learning process about cubes. If anyone wants to play a part in that and collab on a video or something, feel free to leave a comment in the messages below. Would love to talk to you about cubes a bit more. Like, I know with scrolls, you know, there's potential now and stuff like that, and I kind of know how the potential system works a little bit. All the stuff now here with like stamps and stuff, I know like you can get up to 15 stars or something on your equipment based on how high of a potential it is and the stats once you start upgrading it. And there's these spell curse things or whatever, and it's all overwhelming. Like I'm starting to think, like, you know, the game doesn't really introduce a lot of these features to people that play this game, and I think that that's kind of a missed opportunity, because this isn't a very beginner friendly game anymore, at least on the more technical side. Back in the day, you know, everything was a lot more straightforward, but I guess that's what happens as a game like this has been around for over 10 years now, that, you know, it's constantly evolving and needs to add new features to keep things interesting. Can still get married. Okay, this is cool. Alright. Kenta's magic rope. Oh right, I was just reading about mounts and stuff, and jeez. All these new features, eh? Let me know if you're also someone who's kind of new back into the game and all of this is confusing you. Oh, my good old regular store permit for 1.8 thousand. That's kind of nice to see. Appearances still, and I heard you can start saving appearances now, which is cool. So yeah, it seems like there's a lot of new things, and definitely my future videos are gonna explore these all a bit further and kind of give a different perspective in terms of providing like a new perspective into the game. So if anyone's returning, they can hopefully watch a few of my videos and kind of understand that they're not alone and learn a little bit about the game as I learn more about it as well. That was a fail. Like, I'd love to have some sort of explanation about, especially the stuff about cubes. Like, apparently that's a big deal, and I see them in the cash shop, and I'm wondering if that's something that's exclusive to people that use NX and what they actually do, but hey. Guess we'll discover over time. Alright guys, so I'm level 25 now. Things are going well, just beat Beryl, she just ambushed me, and you know, things are going pretty good. I'm really enjoying Xenon so far. It's kind of different change of pace. I mean, I played some of the original Explorers, like every type at some point, so it's nice change of pace than the regular ones. And here we are in what does not look like Hennessy's anymore. Good old Henny has gotten its changed up. Everything looks different, the format's different, the structure's different. Remember, there used to be the big tree here where you could get to go to Mush Mom's lair and stuff, and that's gone. So, but hey, change is good, isn't it? Alright, so I'm playing around over here. I've come across Mush Mom's lair, so this might be a fun way to kind of relive the old days, because you know, it's completely different. I'm sure Mush Mom's gonna be a lot easier now. No big deal at all, right? Guess we'll see. Oh yeah, that was easy. 280 experience. Maybe I'll get more from this. 5,000 mesos, oh my god. And 500 whole experience. Wow, that's life-changing. Now I'm doing some random quests where I'm going to find the Golem Temple. Everything's in different places. It looks like the maps were completely rejigged compared to the old days, so it's kind of interesting to kind of jump back in at this point. Do you guys ever remember the good old days when you'd go fight horny mushrooms and green mushrooms? Oh, this one looks angry. Near a linea, and there'd be like the trees filled with them, and I used to train there all the time because I always thought they were like cute but gave good experience. And then right after that, around level 30, we'd go to Sleepywood and get some training in there and go from there. But this game is different now, so that's probably not the case anymore, but alright. This should be enough. Awesome. So I can do job advancement and something about abilities now. Jesus. Tornado. So I guess these resistance instructions will be about how I do my job advancement, which I'm hoping is not the kill monsters, get 30 black marbles or whatever like it used to be. I'm at this new place. Alright, so I have, oh, ability. Oh, that's what I meant by ability. Okay, so all stats plus 1 is not great, but it's a start. Let's do this. Professor Dreamboat. Oh, look at that beard. What a dreamboat. Cool. So, guess that's officially second job. Alright, so based on what I have read from guides, multilateral 3 should be max first, which it's already happened. So once I get all my stats, 3 main stats to 90, it'll be plus 7% total damage, which is cool. Next it said to put 1 into Quicksilver Sword, 1 into Ion Thrust, and then max Xenon Mastery next. So we'll put 1 into there, 1 into Ion Thrust. So the Ion Thruster uses your surplus power to summon the Ion Thruster, which damages and pushes back enemies, and holds down the skill key to keep enemies at bay. Which sounds complicated, but guess I'll have to try it out. There's mode. What? What does that mean? It's interesting. So I'll quickly put it into the bar here. I'll put on control just to be safe. And I'll have to learn that at a later point in time. But first now I think they said put into Xenon Mastery, which will increase mastery and weapon attack, which is standard. Cool. So plus 26% mastery and 8 weapon attack. Alright, so I am doing the modal shift tutorial right now, which is apparently the main crux of the second job advancement. So in the skills window I have to use the mode button. This makes very, very little sense, but alright, I don't entirely understand, but I will take that as a given. So I guess there's a mode button, not just there. Modal shift. Let's try to put that at home to see if that actually does anything. Oh, so that does that. That does that. Okay, so this attack, the Quicksilver Flash, I guess depends on, yeah, so it's flash, take off, and concentrate. So I'll take some time to experiment with those in my next video as well. So I'm gonna call it here for now for this video, and thanks for your time. If you guys want to buddy me up on Maple, I do play on Windia. I used to be a Barricade back in the day, but moved over more to Windia and Kiney as I got more, I guess, later on when all my friends that I was on Barrow with started quitting the game. So yeah, Windia xSpennynub is my username. Leave a comment below if you have any input to help me out. You know, I'm re-entering the Maple world. I'm still the nub, kinda, so to speak, so definitely let me know and I'd be happy to talk further. Other than that, have a great night, and Spennynub out.